The Pension Fund Adjudicator has a new deputy in Naheem Ebrahim Essop. Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana announced the appointment, expressing the importance of that office. The adjudicator's role is to ensure fairness of customers by retirement funds and all other stakeholders in the industry. Essop joins us virtually now. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Essop. Very good news in terms of a 3-year term. Congratulations, first of all, but your role within the broader mandate of the adjudicator's office. Talk to us about that.
Thank you very much, Ms. Ndlovu. Yes, thank you. So my role as the Deputy Pension Fund Adjudicator will be to support the Pension Fund Adjudicator. And our mandate is to dispose of complaints that are received in respect of members who are aggrieved with issues that they have with their pension funds.
And what are some of the common complaints within this industry that the adjudicator's office would be receiving? We know that the South African climate can tend to be quite a tricky one and resulting in contention.
Well, the majority of our complaints relate to withdrawal benefits or arrear contributions. That is when employers are not paying over pension fund contributions to their pension funds on a monthly basis. And the member often only gets to know about it at the time when they are withdrawing or retiring from their pension fund, and they realize that the contributions have not been paid by the employer. And that constitutes about 70% of our complaints.
Interesting, as a follow-up to what you've just indicated in terms of a ratio of complaints and the types of complaints that the office receives. I'm interested also in finding out the success rate of resolving some of these conflicts.
Well, yes, so we do have a target to resolve your complaint within 6 months. And we try to resolve at least 85% of our complaints within 6 months and 100% within 12 months. It is an alternative to going to court, and it's much more quicker, it's cheaper, and it's obviously quite expeditious and beneficial to all the parties.
It's an impressive success rate, but what happens then if matters are unable to be resolved, or when you do find yourselves at a level of litigation, court processes, when consumers are feeling that they have not found joy within the process of the adjudicator?
Yes, so the orders that we issue carry the same weight as an order of court, so it can be enforced in the same way as an order of court. So if there's an order that is made sounding in money, then a complainant can then go to the sheriff and have a warrant of execution to attach goods. If a complainant is dissatisfied with the order that we make, or if any of the parties are dissatisfied with an order that we make, they do have the option to go to court in terms of Section 30P of the Pension Funds Act. Or they can also apply to the Financial Services Tribunal for a reconsideration of the determination that we would have issued. And that process is obviously, again, much cheaper, and it improves access to justice for people who may not be able to afford to litigate in the High Court.
Of course, your office would need capacity. Do you have enough to ensure that you progress on the success rates that you already have?
Yes, well, we have to make do with what we have. Our office is funded by levies paid by pension fund members, and the best thing that can assist us in achieving our objectives is if we receive cooperation from the parties to the complaint, especially from pension funds and administrators, as these are regulated entities, they're licensed entities, and they should be assisting us in resolving these complaints.
You speak of cooperation, which is quite vital in this process. I would also want to know from you challenges that could be faced by the adjudicator's office, and what would be high on your agenda to tackle in the 3-year term that you have.
Yes, I think, like I mentioned, we do have some problematic funds. It's not most of the funds, but there are a few habitual offenders that are not cooperative and do not provide us with the responses in time. That hinders our ability to finalize the matter as soon as possible. So that really would be one of the main challenges that we have. I think that would be the main challenge. And what we'd like to achieve is we'd like to install trust in the system. Because the adjudicator's office is really a bridge between a complainant and a pension fund that may have drifted apart from each other. And we need to install that trust between the member and the fund and resolve the complaints that they have so that they can continue to have a good relationship going forward.
Thank you for your time. All the best. Naheem Ebrahim Essop is the newly appointed Deputy Pension Fund Adjudicator, speaking to us this morning on the business desk right here on the AM Report.